Hello and welcome to another edition of Behind the Park. I'm Park Ranger Dave Byers, and in just a moment we'll get to explore a really unique part of the park that not a lot of visitors get to see. In just a moment we'll head inside to the River Transformed exhibit. We'll get a look at a real operating turbine. We'll watch the water flowing through the canal into the turbine, dropping down. It's turning gears, pulleys, leather belts, operating all 5 floors of machinery in the mill like the Suffolk Mill standing behind me. So if you'll join me, we'll head inside to the River Transformed exhibit and explore behind the park. We're here inside the River Transformed exhibit, standing over the secret to Lowell's success. As we look down, we see a turbine in operation. In the early part of the 19th century, most of the mills in America were powered by water wheels, the big kind of wheels you often see in grist mills, but they weren't very efficient. They can only take 64% of the power of falling water and convert them into energy that can be used in the mills. In the 1840s, Lowell's chief engineer, a man named James B. Francis, did some experiments to come up with a new kind of water wheel. It was called a turbine, and that's what we see in the pit beneath us. Here the water is flowing in from the canal on the other side where we just were. That water is flowing through an underground tunnel called a penstock just beneath me. The water flows in, drops down in the chute case underneath us, drops about 15 feet and hits that turbine, spins it, and that's what's spinning the gears that we can see at the top of the turbine pit. Now we can't see inside this chute case to see exactly what makes this work, so we've taken one apart and put it over on another side of the exhibit. We're going to go take a look at exactly all of the parts and pieces, the innovations in technology that go into making this system work. So follow me. So the water travels through the canal, through the penstock, that underground tunnel, drops down 15 feet, heads through the guide vanes in the chute case towards the turbine runner. The water then heads in and hits the blade of the turbine runner, imparting its energy and spinning this turbine runner. The turbine runner spins. It spins the drive shaft heading up to the top of the turbine pit. The drive shaft spins the bevel gear sitting at the top of the pit. That bevel gear meshes its teeth with another bevel gear that changes the direction of the energy and spins the drive shaft. That drive shaft is connected to a large flywheel that spins a leather belt that operates the machines in the mill. So what controls this turbine system? What controls the amount of power available to the machines in the mill? Well, it's a fairly complicated 19th century engineering marvel. This is the Flyball Governor, and it's down here at the lower level of the turbine. This governor is attached to the turbine by a series of gears and belts, and as the turbine spins, it spins these fly balls. That's why it's a Flyball Governor. And as these spin faster and faster, they swing out. They open a valve. That valve sends hydraulic fluid through the governor machine, operates another valve operated by this wheel, and as it spins, the collar ring inside lifts up, lets more water into the turbine, and it speeds up. So how does this fly ball work? Well, it's really simple physics. You take a ball like this, hanging on a string, and if I were to twirl this over my head, it's spinning around fairly low. But as I increase the speed, that fly ball begins to lift itself up. Oh, jeez. The turbine technology developed here in Lowell is now spread around the world. Francis Turbine is tremendously efficient, about 85% efficient. And the turbines that he developed are now used in places like Grand Coulee Dam, Hoover Dam, and the Three Gorges project in China. About 20% of the world's hydropower is used and created using Francis Turbine. It's a remarkable legacy that Lowell's technology and innovations that took place here that have now spread around the world and gone global. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed our inside look at the River Transformed exhibit. During the summer season, we do have this exhibit open on our afternoon trolley tour. Check with our visitor center or check our website at nps.gov/Lowell for details. And until next time, we hope to see you behind the park.